Alrighty, good morning, everybody. Let's go and welcome to the stream today. I appreciate you guys all joining up here. I really do. Let's go. It's going to be a good day. I feel like, well, it might not be a good day in the market, but it's going to be a good day for us, I hope. You know, that's going to be the main thing. I think we can get a lot of plays to the downside here, and I think that there's going to be a lot of opportunities as the day goes on, but I just want to reiterate right now, the main reason that we're going down is that PPI data came in worse than expected. So that's going to be the main thing here that obviously, I guess, pushed us down. Okay, that's going to be the big thing. I know everybody's been looking at that this morning. So as we can see here, obviously the numbers weren't good. PPI increased 0.5%. They were expecting 0.3%. So it is what it is. That's what happens with these economic data points. We talked about this in last night's video. I will say I did not think that it was going to move the markets as much as it did, but it looks like it did, that's for sure. Wow, it was actually negative on the last reading, so very interesting. And then earlier in the week, we had that inflation data come in, which was, I don't know, I would say that was even worse. You know, it showed a huge slowdown on the inflation data, so kind of crazy there. Opening up my monster. I hope you guys could hear that in the background. Got to get that going here today, you know. Been sitting here waiting for that. But yeah, the SPY took a big tumble, and you know we're obviously down a lot. We're right around support at like 408.50. So the big thing to watch for is going to be, are we going to hold support or not? You know, and I have a feeling that we're not. But we've been staying in this range all week, so I would not be surprised if this dip got bought back up here at least a little. You know, maybe come up, retest 410. Then start to turn back over, something like that. I can see something like that happening. Sorry, guys, I feel brutal today with the voice again. But, hey, let's go. Let me know what stocks you guys are watching. We'll check those out here. Hang on, guys. I'm looking at my... What's going on here? I'm so confused. There we go. I was on the wrong stream thing there. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, Xbox. You know, I feel all right besides the voice and the, you know, all that. I feel pretty good besides that, which is good. So that's a plus today, at least. Does it feel like another day where bad news is good news? I don't think so today, Xbox. It seems like the bad news is going to stay bad today. Definitely stay bad. But hey, let's go. Good morning, Nathan, Xbox, Keisha, Warren, Mike, Marty, Jamie. Appreciate you guys. Bill, thanks for joining up. But yeah, I do feel a lot better, so that's good. Grab a quick drink of Monster real quick. Gotta love the Monster, right? Oh yeah, Monster coming in with the save today. That's cool. But all right, so we got SPY moving, of course. Got the Thinkorswim here loading up. Got the SPY though. Got Palantir trying to hold after that amazing earnings run and earnings continuation play from yesterday too. That was a very nice continuation to the upside. Like honestly, one of the best ones that we've seen. Palantir, what else reported? We had Roku last night. Good to see them holding up. Spotify was down. Yeah, they're still down. That's not good. Guys, don't forget about DraftKings tonight. That's going to be a fun one. Can't wait for that. I'm just kidding. I can wait. Freaking DraftKings. They better report good. I'll tell you, with how high they are in the short term, I bet it's going to be a bad report. I kind of got a feeling it's going to be bad and they're going to fall down, but I don't know. I hope not. That's just what that's just kind of what I'm thinking, you know? Dang. That's too bad. Yeah, I'm really hoping, though, they can go up. If they continue going down, that would be a rough go with the DraftKings, to say the least. Poor DraftKings. It's been tough for them lately. Been really tough the past year. Honestly, just for everything. So not really to DraftKings, but All the growth stocks have been pretty rough. Come on, Zoom. Let's get back up there. We had someone put a ton of money into Zoom calls. The 70 strike calls for June. That's actually a pretty good strike and a lot of money. It's deep in the money, too, on the strike, which I like. Wow, they got into this play all the way down here where I'm circling. I didn't even realize it was like that long ago, but yeah, they got in way down there. Okay. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. What we got here? Got our 4 chart setup going on. Oh man, what are these? These are the Google puts from yesterday. Speaking of those, let's go look at Google. Ooh, selling off, guys. Google's looking brutal there at the top of your screen. Hang on, SPY's not in the right. There we go. These charts. They always like go all the way to the right. I don't know like what the hell Thinkorswim's issue is with that. Sometimes stuff goes on Thinkorswim that makes me question the platform, but wow, that dollar's really popping today, isn't it? Wow. Dang. It says the dollar's been open for a long time. That's funny. Well, hey, let's go. Yeah, let me know what you guys are watching, though. That way we can find the stuff with the momentum here. Yeah, I know. I can't say that about the DraftKings. I know. I feel bad. They just... Oh. It's been so bad for them. Not bad. Oh, poor Lucid, Xbox says. Let's see. Lucid, we'll look at it on the top right chart. Yeah, they're falling off just like DraftKings today, honestly. It looks the exact same. There's Lucid's chart. Here's DraftKings chart. Yeah, very similar. Keisha has her eyes on WMT. And she said we missed the move on target. What was the move on target? Oh, wow. It was a big move, wasn't it? Well, now she's watching WMT. Okay. Calm is green. CALM. That actually looks pretty good. Calmaine Foods. That's a big company. Big one. See the daily? Whoa, that daily looks pretty good. How many times are we going to bounce off this support here? Holy shit. Or holy crap. Keisha, I almost went 10 minutes without doing it. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Apple. Let's see, though. I think Apple is going to try to move. On that daily, Apple's looking pretty darn good. I can't lie. Like, that looks like a pretty bullish setup to me on the daily for Apple. It's just today that move in PPI was bad. We're probably seeing that SPY come back up is the issue. If that dip gets bought up all the way again, I'm going to be so weirded out. Sean's holding GameStop puts. Wow, that's a pretty good one, Sean. That's an interesting one to be in. GME puts. I like that. Good old GameStop. Yeah, I like GameStop a little bit here, Sean, to the downside. Definitely not really to the upside, though. Although, that did have a lot of momentum yesterday, which was a little bit scary. That would be scary to hold some puts right there, Sean. I'm not going to lie. It seems all right, but I don't know. It seems a little scary. Just because it's so low, it's like... I feel like it might pop up soon just from needing to pop, you know? Xbox says, I wonder if Saudi Arabia will take Lucid private. I don't know. I don't know. What I will say is Lucid stock has been starting to rip a little more lately. Check this out. They actually broke a key trend line and exploded. Straight up exploded off that trend line. Or out of that trend line. This is why I watch these trend lines. Exactly for this reason. It's so many good plays after those trend lines break. Even on the SPY. Like, let's look at that one. It broke a recent trend line. It's been ripping. You know, it might not be ripping right now, but for the first couple weeks it broke out of this thing, it did. Had a real nice couple weeks up to like 418 there. I'm still trying to like digest how the market's gonna do today because that PPI data was rough, and I just feel like that the market, I feel like it's gonna go up a little bit more here at open, but at the same time, I'm not really seeing like too many stocks in the green, although a lot are coming back, if that makes sense. So like, you know, if I look at like, let's just do Apple. You know, it's coming back. It's not really green compared to yesterday's close yet, but it's almost there. Tesla's one that's coming back as well. You know, there's just a whole bunch of stocks trying to come back here at open. Shopify, though, is not coming back, down 13%. That is a rough one. Its earnings counterpart yesterday, Roku, is up 10%. JD's actually up a little bit today. How's Baba? Baba's moving down. I had those Baba puts that expired this week. I ended up getting out of them at a small loss the other day. It ended up not being too bad, but I don't know. Baba's just, it's not falling with the momentum I thought it would with those Chinese weather balloon articles and stuff like that. Did you guys also see some bullshit where China put some... Wait till you guys see this. Hang on. Dang it, Akeisha, I did it again. Lockheed Martin. What is this? I forgot. Jobs in St. Louis. Guys, let's get a job. Let's get... I'm gonna go be a procurement engineer. That's funny. They'd be like, you can't even say the damn title. How do we... I would say, I know, it's okay. It's okay, though. No, Lockheed Martin, there was something with China. China... Dang it, there was some news with it. Ah, here we go. China sanctioned these guys. Look at this. They sanctioned Lockheed, and then they sanctioned Raytheon. Like, are you kidding me? That's on their unreliable entities list over arms sales to Taiwan. That is actually like very, very stupid. Like, it's honestly, it pissed me off so much when I read this morning. I actually like had a bit of like a rant in the Discord. If you go to discussion and you go back to this morning, yeah, I had a bit of a yeah, I had a bit of a rant in there about it. I said, "Oh, sure, they send balloons and then decide to sanction our companies. I'd be upping those tariffs so hard right now." Is what I said. Yeah, I really would too. If I saw they did that to Lockheed, I'd be upping the tariffs again, because that's just, I don't know. To me, that's just that's whack. I don't even want to say the words that it makes me feel, but it's it's bad. Yeah, I'm not sure about the Saudi thing though with Lucid. It's an interesting one to me. If they did, they'd have to, you know, take it private at a certain price. So I guess that's good for holders. Lucid there. What about? I know we had Kraft Heinz report earnings yesterday, and they're not really doing much. Darn it. Hoping for some better movement with them. How's our boys at Palantir? They're trying to pop up here. I got some Palantir leaps going on. Got into those a little while ago. Looking good so far. Yesterday really helped us out with those leaps. I'll tell you that. That was a good continuation yesterday. Roblox still going up. Let's see. Let's check it out. RBLX. It definitely is. It's trying. Yeah, it's trying. It's at like resistance right now. It looks like it is going to break though, Jai. So I like that. Thanks for pointing this one out. Maybe this will be a nice continuation from earnings again. Just like we saw with Palantir yesterday. Some of these stocks are doing great with earnings. Some are doing tough. Some are tough. Man, AMD is hitting resistance and falling again. Right, it's 86. This is looking pretty bad here, honestly. See if I can draw some trend here. Any trends going on? I mean, I guess you could say that. It's not really as precise as I'd like it to be. I have to cheat a little bit for that one, but looks pretty good, I'd say. Let's go to the SM bot. You know, like, what do we have going on the SM bot here? Uh-oh. Let's go check it out. What do we have with the momentum? Shopify puts. Uh-oh. And Baba puts is what it's calling out here. Shopify and Baba. Let's see Shop first. Ooh, down to 45. Not looking good. That's a bad sell-off, actually, I'll say. I know they did it with earnings, but man, they're down quite a bit today. What's the percentage? Let's see, I forgot. It's like 10% plus. 15%. Wow. Now, they have been ripping recently. Maybe that's why, but yeah, that's kind of why. When you look on the daily, they're not really even down that much. Whenever you look at the overall move recently. From the low to the high right here, Shopify was up 130%. Holy. Wow, guys, that is a lot. That is a lot there. Dang, how nice. That's very nice for them.
Very nice.
Yeah, very nice. I like that. That's a big move up. Wow, but now they're falling down a little. But let's see where they are from like the low to where they are now. We're looking at like still up 91%. That's just too much. Too much. Too much of that stuff. Too much there. How is the weather going to be this weekend, guys? Is it going to be good? Supposed to have some good stuff going on? Nope, not where I live. The high is 52 on Saturday. Tomorrow the high is 37, and today it's snowing. So, yay, I guess? I don't know. It's getting warm by me, but there's just like rain and stuff all the time now. It's weird. We're up into like the 50s every day usually now. It's either, some days it's like 35. Like tomorrow the high is 35, which is weird. Then the next day the high is 58. See, now that's what gets me. That's probably what gets my sinuses so bad sometimes. To be honest. Palantir. Come on. Go higher. We only want upwards movement around here. That's it. Only upwards movement, right? Yeah, only upwards movement. There we go. I could like have reactions to whatever I want. So proud of Palantir. It was so cool to see it up in the green. It was so good. Roblox looks like it might be breaking that high of day again, though. Don't forget to keep this one on the radar. I'm really watching it. And guys, don't forget to like the stream today if you're enjoying yourself. 5 likes so far. Let's pump those numbers up. In the voice of Matthew McConaughey, those are rookie numbers. So let's go. Let me see if I can get a sound thing for that. Oh, I can't. Darn it. What about chest beat? Oh, I can't get that one either. Maybe I'll have to like upload my own sound button. Make my own buttons. That'd be cool. I think that'd be alright. How do you guys like this sound? Do you guys remember that one? Oh, that might be too loud. I hope not. That's my favorite sound. I'm gonna have everyone thinking they're back in the Windows XP days. Wood, let's go Lucid. Cold for you, Xbox says. Yeah, definitely cold. I'm a big warm weather guy. You know, I'm a big believer, like, if you really love the cold weather, like, I don't know, there's something wrong. You got something wrong if you really do love the cold weather. You know, and I get it. You know, so I think sometimes people, I think they just want to be different. So they're like, oh, I love the cold, you know, but like in reality, like, let's be honest, like I'm going to go set your ass outside in 30-degree weather for 2 hours. And then I'm going to set your ass in 80-degree weather outside for 2 hours with a t-shirt and shorts on. And let's see how you do. Even if you wear like long stuff, let's say you go out in like 10-degree weather, even with stuff on after like 2 hours, you're going to be like, oh man. You're going to be like, I wish I didn't have to do this. But hey, in the warm weather, you'll just be a little sweaty, but you'll be just fine. It'll be like going to the baseball game, you know? And Manny says, LOL, old school. Yeah, the old school XP. Gotta love it. What about the Vista? I wonder how. Hmm. I wonder what Vista sounds like. We type in Vista. Oh, I typed in. I typed in Vista and it goes Hasta la Vista. Here's the Windows Vista logon. I'm gonna turn it down so it's not like as loud. Oh, that wasn't what I thought. Okay. Oh, that's that sound. Okay, I know that. I know that one. A little bit. Xbox says 80 OMG. No, I hate it. 70 maybe. What? Xbox, I'm talking like I'm like comparing it to like people who say they love the cold weather. You know, so like I'm not necessarily saying you have to like love it being 80 or something. But what I'm saying is like if I had you go sit outside in 80-degree weather and I had you sit out there for like 2 or 3 hours in that weather, like let's just say just sitting there, you're going to be fine. You know, like you're not really going to get that hot. It's not going to be too bad. You know, you're going to be okay. But if it's cold though, if I put you out there for 3 hours in like 20-degree weather, you're going to be feeling something at the end of those 3 hours. I can tell you that. It's something pretty bad. If you do it, you know, that's what I'm saying. Not that it's like that, but yeah, see, you're nuts, Xbox. You're crazy. See, I think I don't believe you. I think I don't believe people like you, Xbox. I'm telling you. If I took you and sat you in the weather right now, you'd be you'd be saying something different, I'm telling you. You'd be whining after an hour in the cold rather than an hour in the little hot. Oh, I believe you, Xbox. Trust me, I used to do it too. Oh yeah. Maybe not as bad as you, but I've done it. It gets pretty cold here too. It's like 1 degrees. I've worked outside. Oh yeah, it gets 100 here. It gets 0 here. I live in a very diversified temperature zone. My Nvidia credit spread came back to life. That's good, Purdy. Thank God. Let's go look at it. Nvidia. Yeah, we really need it under 220, don't we? Yeah, Xbox. I hate that. I used to have to work in like a warehouse. Well, in the warehouse before we had heat in there, it was rough. That was pretty cold. Outside was even worse, but inside sucked because it was like everything I touched was like metal. I'm sure you know that, Xbox. I've seen what you do. Well, I've seen some pictures, anyways. I think you sent a picture a while ago. I know you've been kind of switching around though, but what do you do now, Xbox? I think I'm actually thinking of Keisha. Yeah, I'm thinking of Keisha, I think. He says he works up a sweat. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll tell you, I'd rather work in 100 than 0 all day. I don't care what anyone says. I think you're nuts, Xbox. You're nuts. Ah, maybe it's just because I'm a baseball player, you know? I've played baseball my whole life. That's all I do. But I think you're nuts if you like the cold weather. I don't care. I don't care. Don't get offended, but I think you're nuts if you like the cold weather more. And I hate to say it, but I do think if I put you know, not moving around necessarily, but yeah, Keisha, that's what I'm saying. That's what, yeah. It was weird. It was really weird. It was weird. I couldn't believe that it would hold it in as the way it did. Like if I told somebody like man, that warehouse is colder than outside, they'd be like, no, it's not. And I'd be like, I swear to God, it really is. And I don't know if it's because everything metal in there was cold and it kept it cold or what, but yeah, 30, yeah, those are okay temps. Oh shit. Is it JI? He posted a video on Discord. Where did he post it? Discussion? Uh Oh, Jamie sent me some nice weather and he goes, here's some nice weather, and he sends out how it is in Florida right now. Oh my gosh, it's like 85, 86, 71, 80. Oh, come on. And that's the high, so like keep in mind it's probably like 70 most of the time. Dang, Jamie, that would be darn, that is some good weather there. That's cool. No, he meant he sent a video a while ago. I guess. That is good though. Man, I wish I could have that Florida weather. That's where I'm looking to move next. If we can. Them houses there are getting expensive though, as we all know. Especially in any nice area. Trying to Yeah, like here I'm looking on the pool on the map with the houses there right now. Let's see. Is this thing a everything's condos there too, which I hate. It's not that bad, but it's just like 31 for Xbox right now. Nice. It's 39 here. He says, I hate when my hands hurt from the cold. Yeah, me too. I'll be honest, my least favorite thing is my toes. If my toes get cold from the. And then, like, if you're wearing, like, steel toe boots, it's, like, extra cold. That makes it so much worse. Oh, man. Those steel toed boots in the cold or something. You gotta smash some, heaters up in those. Up in there. Grassy can act like an insulator, I guess, because the building next door is built the same, but it's way warmer. Oh, okay. Xbox, you're like a steel mill, isn't it? Isn't that what it is? You're doing security in a mill? A mill? Mill? I can't say it. Wow, it's 65 out in Maryland? Wow, I wouldn't have even guessed that, Purdy. I would have thought it was colder. But let's get to our 4-chart setup here. See what we got going. Apple, Google's starting to come down. DXY. I feel you, Xbox. Yeah, 30 or 50 or something's definitely doable. That's more, that's kind of like okay. Especially like you said, working. You work with grass seed. Oh, okay. You did security for a little while though, Xbox, right? I remember you switched jobs a little while ago. Maybe it's a lead in the Discord who works at the steel mill. I think They got me confused because I thought they said they did security at it. Yeah, it is A lead. They just posted it in Discord. A lead, why do you always reply in there? That's funny. I don't mind it really. It's hard for me to see your messages sometimes. Yeah, it was A lead. Good old grass seed. I remember that. It's not like Scott's, is it, Xbox? Really, Xbox? I could have sworn you were doing security for a little while. Wow, okay. Dang. Did you have like a second job you were doing that? Who am I thinking of? Wow, okay. Well, that's good, Xbox. Hey, if you're in here and you're the security guy I was talking about, pipe up. I'd be interested to know. Nvidia getting closer to 220. Let's see. Throw it up in the top right. Look up Pratum Co-op. Will do. Let's do it. Before we do that, though, let's check out that Nvidia real quick. Yeah, it is almost a 220. Watch it. I think that's a good play to the downside here if it continues to sell. Ooh, wow, guys. That is actually, it just had a big move. Dang, Nvidia. Stop it. Stop doing that. Same with you, Palantir. My leaps don't like that. All right, so here we go. Purdy's looking at selling the $7 put for SoFi and running the wheel. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. SOFI, $7 put and running the wheel. Thoughts? Let's see. $7 put. Running the wheel. Gonna sell it off at 7. Let's go to that long-term chart. SoFi, $7. So it's gonna be 700 a contract. Let me go to my chain for SoFi. What expiration? Oh, I got you. A-lead, all good. Yeah, no problem, A-lead. Wow, J&J, dang. Wow. He also said that's why he's been talking about fake unemployment rates. A lead who works at the steel mill said that the entire mill got laid off. The whole entire steel mill. But, wow, that's crazy. He posted his videos again. Where'd you post them, Xbox? Xbox, where are you posting these? I think you're in the wrong Discord. Like, you've got to be, right? I don't see anything in Discord. Man, you're in the wrong Discord, man. Yeah, you're in the wrong one. Right? I don't see those videos anywhere. You tagged me. How come I don't see your stuff? Do you have me like blocked or something on there? Yeah, I just tagged you in the Discord, Xbox. I just tagged you in the discussion chat. I don't see anything you're saying in there, though. Here, look at this. I think you're in the wrong one, man. I don't think you're adding the right Tom. You might be. It's just I don't know why it's not coming up. Maybe because I was in streamer mode? No? Did someone delete him? Hang on. Yeah, I don't know. That's so weird. Jai says, I've been losing on every trade lately. Oh, no. He says, I'm frustrated, honestly. Jai, I'll say that's, that's just part of how the market is, especially when you're new. How long have you been trading, Jai? I mean, I know everyone goes on losing streaks and stuff like that, but, maybe we could, look at some of the previous trades you've taken and maybe, like, eye them up. It's always good to, look at your past trades and see, like, what you've done wrong a lot. Is there anything specific that you've done recently that you've lost on that maybe we can, like, go over, Jai? Or, I know that it might be a little weird to be sharing those trades out here, but, it's a good way to get help. We could always do that. Something like that would be cool, I think. I think other people would actually benefit from that, too. Yeah, I think they benefit. Yeah, Xbox, I don't know. I added you in here, and you're not replying. Is this the right Discord, or am I high or something, Xbox? Like, I think it's the wrong Discord. It's got to be. Like, hey Lee, do you see his videos in there at all, or am I messed up? There they are. Yeah, I think it was the wrong Discord. Yeah, here we go. This is what I remember seeing the other day. That's right. Yeah, okay. Yep. Wow. It looks dark there. Dang. Is that like real early in the morning? There's the seed. That's cool though. Cool machine. That's pretty cool though, Xbox. I like that. Jai says not long, 1 year trading on and off. Okay. Well, here, Jai, what type of trades have you been trying to hit lately? Like lots of day trades, stuff like that? Oh, it's the graveyard shift. I got you. It was you. I remember talking about the graveyard. I don't know why why I kept thinking it was security. You did always say graveyard. I don't know why I thought that was security, or why I thought you were in security. Yeah, so Jai, what I would say to do is honestly, like, if you've been doing a lot of, yeah, so he's been doing like a lot of like 1 to 2 day options. So I guess he means like he's doing some day trades. He's holding some for a couple days usually. All right, so Jai, what I would say is that you probably are going to be needing to honestly switch things around a little bit as far as where your entries are and your exits are, obviously. Now, I know that sounds a little bit easier to say than it is to do. I understand, it's so easy to say. But, like, for example, like, we're going to need to, like, start looking at, in my opinion, the market overall, some setups, swings in the overall market as well. Because I feel like if you can guess the overall market's movement, you can usually be better with a lot of the day trades and stuff. Because if you know that the market is in a bullish uptrend, you can trade calls more often and be correct. Even on days where the market falls, it gives you that confidence to buy the dip, for example. And yeah, same thing with the market going down, though. Then you have to do that with puts. I think that's a big way to go. Once you can find the movement of the overall market, you can usually start to chase that momentum, especially on like a daily chart. A lot of people sleep on the daily stuff. I think Like, for example, like how we were waiting for that big breakout of the trend. Once we saw that, we saw a lot of nice green days. You know, that made for a lot of good day trades there in the short term. So I think that's a really big thing that most people don't do. They just want to day trade and catch that trade real quick. And I get it, you know, but I think sometimes looking at the overall market and trying to base it off that's a little bit better too. But like today on SPY, for example, if you want to like look for a good trade for the next couple days, look at the low of the past couple days on SPY. You know, it's right around like today, like 408.30. You know, like if you just sit here today and you wait for a breakdown below 408.30 or 408, I think you could probably catch a pretty good scalp there. Now, don't go too crazy. I would only go target like 5, 10, 15%. You know, maybe only get a couple contracts, scale out, something like that. But I would just wait for a good break there if you really are only day trading. But that's the thing is like, what's your strategy? Like, I always have something in mind, like when I'm going into something. Like, if I'm waiting for this break and like I do see it happen, I'll actually set an alert here because that's a pretty darn good area. SPY breakdown will be that alert. But that'll be a really good spot, you know, if we end up breaking down below there. That should bring in a little bit of momentum, I would say. It's just there's a whole bunch of obviously strategies out there now. Who asked about the strategy? There he is. Kamau Atlanta ATL said he's new. Watched a bunch of videos. And he said his mind's just like a jumbled mess. And yeah, that's a big thing. You know, a lot of people have very specific strategies. You know, they'll say, I'm doing this when the RSI and the MACD do this, and then also when the book map shows, and this and that, and this and that, and this and that, and this. Like, for real, I know that a lot of new traders always gravitate towards those types of strategies. Like, they'll always go towards, like, RSIs, MACDs, oscillators, book maps, you know, anything with like colors on it, SMAs, EMAs, hell, there's probably like a million more. Money flow. There's all types of stuff, you know. So it's, to me, it's learning price action. You know, you have to learn the price action of the market. Like, you'll eventually learn a lot of technical setups, which is good. You'll start to figure out price action as well. And whenever you say price action, like, well, what do you mean by price action, Tom? Well, like, let's just say this. Like, SPY's been trading in a general range the past couple weeks, okay? It had a low of around 408, kind of like what we said today. You know, that's that big area that we just marked, right around 408. So we've been pretty much between like 408 and 415 for the past 2 or 3 trading weeks. 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 whole weeks we've been in this range. And by price action, a lot of that you're looking at intraday moves and hits off of certain levels and action, if that makes sense. So by action, a lot of times I like to define that as like reversals or continuations or breakouts, or, you know, you're getting some type of move in the market that is beneficial for a possible entry. So like we look at the upper level on the SPY here. What is it? It's like 415. So, you know, SPY again today, 415 again. Hit that, flew down in pre-market. Now, obviously, it was the CPI data that did this, but again, that was a big hit off that resistance. Same thing a couple weeks ago, earlier in the week, hit off there again. So, like, what am I going to be doing the next time the SPY gets to 415? I'm going to be watching it very, very closely for a potential breakout or another rejection. And then you can kind of make a play off that. So right now, I'm watching 408 very, very closely, and I'm watching the upper resistance of 410 also very, very closely here. You can see we're hitting that. 410 is another area that we've hit at a lot this week. So I'm not even getting overly complicated with any indicators or anything like that. I'm just looking at the market's movement and looking at big areas where there's been big orders and where there's been big moves in the SPY, because where those big moves are where a lot of buyers came in or a lot of sellers came in or what have you. So like as the SPY was falling this morning, you know, it got close to that 408 to 408.50 support, and a lot of buyers started coming in. I'm sure there was a lot of big orders there. It probably triggered some algos, but I'm sure there was a lot of big orders down there buying up the market off that support. Now, it doesn't mean that's going to hold, but, for a quick day trade or something, that could have been an opportunity for all you day traders out there. Again, we're bouncing off 410, so now I'm kind of like waiting for this 408 support. Since we already bounced off of it today and we have a lot of negative movement, I'm kind of waiting for a move below it, like I talked about. So just like watch and wait for that move down below there. I think that'll be the big breakdown to look for here as the day goes on. It might not even happen today. You might have to be patient and wait until Monday. But that's part of trading. Like, I'm not going to trade the SPY today unless it breaks below there. Like, I'm just not. It's just not going to happen. It won't. Not with this type of setup. Even if it starts to come back up, not the type of setup for me. Now, yesterday, with the way it was kind of bouncing up and, once it started breaking that resistance at the end of the day, like 412.50, starting to break out, then it could have been a decent little scalp or something. But today, with all the downwards movement, it just does not look very good as a dip buy, in my opinion. It could be. It's just I'm not playing it that way. You might be able to play a break above 410 if you really want, but I'm just going to be patient and safe and wait for that move down below 408.50 there. Yeah, VWAP. See, yeah, everybody. Yeah, see, Purdy uses RSI, MACD, EMAs. See, like Mike and myself, we've traded the market so long that we just don't even believe in those things anymore. But people can win on it for sure. You can win on them. So I'm not saying that they're bad. It's just technicals, I think, and like technicals and price action are a lot better than trying to trade based off of RSI and MACD and stuff like that. I've seen way more traders lose off of those indicators than anything else. But I'm not saying they're bad. It's just I would not recommend using them, especially if you're losing right now. Like if you're a losing trader right now and you're into those, I would stop. I would start to try to learn the price action, learn the technicals and stuff like that a little bit better. Purdy says, I always use them in combination. One indicator won't give you a good picture. Yeah, I understand. I still don't like them. Like RSI and MACD, even with other stuff, I just don't like them really, but I get it. I get it. I totally get it. I'll be honest. I used those for multiple years. I did. So, and I learned a lot of hard lessons. Like Purdy, I hope you're doing really good with them in the long haul. Google's looking good. Starting to come back up today. Come back up today in a big way. And running up to like 96.80, 97.20. Xbox says all those seem too complicated for me. I don't really understand it, to be honest. Xbox, are you talking like the indicators? Or are you talking like MACD and RSI? Or do you mean more of like the price action is too hard? Or the technicals, I guess. Or all of it. Maybe it's all of it, but I'll say this, Xbox, like you can find some pretty good strategies on YouTube, where people are using, just like what Purdy said, almost the exact same things he's using. You could find like 100 different strategies on YouTube if you just search those up right now, where guys look at RSI and they'll say, when RSI goes above 70 and the MACD does this and the money flow does this and this and this, then they'll make an entry because they'll say like, well, it's all lined up. So like Xbox, there is a lot of strategies like that. It's actually not too complicated when you look them up. It's actually fairly easy. The indicators are pretty easy to follow, and honestly, pretty easy to follow. Almost what I would say with the indicate like about him is if it was that easy, everyone would just do it. You know, it's only like 5% of traders win, guys. You know, like if I see 95% of people using certain indicators, I'm probably not going to use them. You know, I'm going to try to use whatever like people in Wall Street are using, you know, stuff like that. But keep in mind they get Bloomberg terminals and all types of stuff. More data than we get, unfortunately, but check out Fastly. FSLY. Let's see. Yeah, all of them. I feel you, Xbox. It probably is very overwhelming for a new trader. Yeah, good, Jai. That's good. Whoa. FSLY. Dang, guys. That is a big move. Let's go. Look at that. Someone just got into a debit spread last night on this one, and the thing is exploding again. So, Jai, here's another thing I'll say is start trying to follow the big money. You know, try to follow the big money. And here, I'm gonna invite you to the Discord as well. I'm gonna invite you up to the Discord. There's the link. Check it out if you want to, Jai. There's a lot of good information in there if you're not in there yet. If you are in there, you can always @ Tom Moore anytime in the chat, and I'll be happy to talk to you about some strategies and stuff like that. It's good to see you waiting though. I think that's a good thing. But in every nightly video, Jai, we go over a ton of setups, like a lot. Let me get all of them up from last night. Hard to remember them. We go over so many. But we go over a lot of big news and a lot of setups. Let me find some of the ones I was looking at. So I was watching Blink. That one was not a good move today. Nvidia, I was watching to the upside. Actually came back down. VOD. The big one, though, was going to be our big money play, the Fastly play. We always go over a big money play as well, like Fastly last night, which was huge. Someone put $1 million into a call debit spread, and then we saw Fastly continue up today in a huge, huge way there. So pretty awesome, actually. Yeah, that big money play was huge, though. So they got into a call debit spread. For anybody who doesn't know, it's a bullish setup that limits upside risk. So they bought the 1750 strike calls and they sold the 25 strike calls. Okay, that's a call debit spread. Call debit spread is a bullish setup. So what you do is you buy a call closer to the money, and then you sell a call further out of the money. So like you'll, just like they did, you know, you'll buy a 1750 and then you'll sell something higher. Or they could have bought a 15 and sold an 18, you know, but they're doing it a certain way. You know, you can calculate the risk on some like risk calculators and stuff like that, because this limits your upside potential a little bit, but it's all good, though. It's still a very easy to follow trade, in my opinion. All you have to do is just really know that call debit spreads are bullish. That's it. Call debit spreads, bullish, because it's like a debit. Okay, that's what I kind of like to look at it as, but it's kind of what I like to think about a little bit with it. But it's a good play, though. That's a big run today, breaking out above $15. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, needless to say, though, following the big money can be a good way to go. We're always posting in Discord about big money plays. We're always talking about it on YouTube, stuff like that. Dang, though, what a play with Fastly. Yeah, these are awesome, guys. Yeah, that is huge. That was a huge run and just a huge play on FSLY there. I mean, dang, that is awesome. Fantastic there. Warren says, Tom, do you prefer day trading? You know, I do and I don't, Warren. You know, I would say, like, here, like, if you guys really want to win and you never want to lose in the market, I can teach you how to do that. I can 100% teach you how to never lose, but you're not going to like doing it. You know, you're not. It's just, you're not going to enjoy it. You're going to think it's dumb. You're going to think it's too complicated. You're going to think yada, yada, yada. Like, if you really want to never lose, and I'm not kidding here, and when I say never lose, like, you might take some losses here and there, but you'll win like 90% of the time if you start running the wheel strategy. You got to start running that wheel. That strategy is awesome. And Purdy talked about it earlier on SoFi. The fact that he's even talking about it, he's probably doing very, very well right now with it. You know, that's because Purdy, if you can, give him some, give the chat some insight into selling some puts. Let them know, like, does it work? Do you win on it, Purdy? You know, like, is it generally a good strategy? Like, it's awesome, guys. Like, you guys should seriously check out selling puts and running the wheel. So you have to sell puts. If you get assigned on the puts, you get shares, and then you sell covered calls based off the shares. That's essentially what the wheel is. Let me see if I can find a little picture of the wheel strategy real quick. The wheel strategy. Purdy's probably going to be jumping up and down like, everyone needs to run this. It's awesome, though. It's awesome. Here we go. Got a good picture of it here for us. Oh. Here we go. Yada, yada. All right, so here's the wheel. All right, so we'll start at the top, okay? Start at the top. So first thing you do is you sell puts, okay? It's simple. You sell puts. You short them. And by shorting them, it's simple. Like Purdy said, he's looking at SoFi. Let's just go to March 17th. You can go to the 7-strike call on SoFi right now. Or 7-strike puts. I'm being dumb. Sorry, I misspoke. It's puts. Sorry. 7-strike puts on SoFi, March 17th, 2023. Right now, they're going for $39. Okay, $39. All right. So first thing you're going to do is start off by selling the puts. They're at $39, so you're shorting these. So that means the most you can make is $39 per contract on this. To buy a contract of SoFi, it's going to cost you $700. I don't know how much with margin it's going to cost. Sometimes it's less because you can use margin. But it's going to be, you know, generally like on a cash basis, $700 because it's the 7-strike, 100 shares per contract, $700. So you're essentially you're putting up $700 to make $39 right now on that 7-strike put for SoFi, March 17th, 2023. You're risking essentially $700. But the thing I want to tell you, you're never really going to lose all $700 because here's what happens. If you win on this play, and if SoFi, here, we'll go to SoFi's chart because this will actually be a really good thing. This will help a lot of people learn this, actually. I'm going to place a mark at $7. Okay, that'll be our red line here. This will be the entry. Or this will be our strike, okay, for the put that we're selling. So if SoFi closes up above $7, you just essentially make $39 and that's it. You get your $700 back at the end of the play, and then you make $39. And that's how that play would work. The reason you have to have $700 is for those shares, because whenever you short this put, now this is the other way it can go. If it closes under 7 at expiration, what's it doing this for? Keeps jumping around on. Closes under 7, you essentially have to buy 100 shares at $7. So you're going to be entering the play at a loss, essentially, because you're going to be losing already on it. But you also get that $39 that we talked about. So you're going to get your 100 shares at 7, and they're going to give you your $39. So that'll really make it like your average price is like here or something like that. Something like your average price will really be like 675 instead of 7. You'll have to calculate it because you get that 39 on top of that. But that's the main thing here. So whenever you short a put and it's at a certain strike with a certain date, in this scenario, March 17th, 2023 at the 7 strike, on March 17th, if we're over 7, you simply make that 39. If we're under 7, you buy 100 shares of SoFi at 7. Now, a lot of people might say, well, that sounds so dumb. I make $39 and I have to put that money up for a month and then I get into it at a possible loss. Like, yes, that's dumb, but you're doing this on stocks that you generally want to hold for the long term. Don't go out there and do this on AMC. Okay, it's not gonna work. Okay, okay, it has to be a stock that you think will go up in the long term. For example, like DraftKings, I like it with right now. You can sell the 15 strike, you can sell the 12 strike, the 10 strike. It goes on and on and on. You can just keep selling these strikes. Same thing for other stocks. Like if you like Tesla a lot, you could sell the 160 strike. You could sell the 180 strike, whatever price you're comfortable getting in at. And why I like doing this is because it's acquiring shares for the long term. And a lot of times these puts that we sell, we're strategic with it, will be like a 90% chance of winning. Like here, I'll go to the premium selling channel. So like here, like Hunter did one a couple days ago on PayPal, 65 strike puts at 0.40. It has a 92% chance of winning. 92%. This one, SE, 87%. This one, Zoom, 80% chance. Like, these plays have high chances of winning. And the thing is, if you would buy that put instead of selling it, you'd only have a 10% chance of winning by expiration. But that the main thing is like let's say today, you're like, oh, I love Apple for the long term, but I don't want to buy it at 150. It seems a little overpriced. You can just sell that put. You sell the put at 140 then. If that's where you like it. You go out to the chain and you sell it at 140. Simple as that. It's a very good strategy. Now, it takes a little bit of money for this strategy, but I would say it's almost worth saving up to do this strategy because it's that good. The strategy is that good, in my opinion. I haven't even seen what Purdy said about it yet, but Nathan says, can I suggest buying shares instead than only selling covered calls? I mean, Nathan, that is a good way to go. That's another good way. If stocks are really low and you really want to get some shares, I think that's great. So, yeah, Hunter does one like almost every day, yeah. He does them all the time, Manny, because it's the best way to trade. It really is. It's the best. People just don't like it, though. If I wish people liked it. Kamal, like how small? How small of an account are we talking? Like to some people a small account might be $3,000 and to other people it might be a couple $100. So I don't know. I would say I don't even recommend trading unless you have a couple grand. Personally, that's what I would say. I know that might not make a lot of people happy, but I'm being truthful here, guys. Like, I'm not trying to be someone that's going to cause you to lose. I'm trying to help you win. Hey, thanks, Warren. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's awesome. Manny says 100% wheel. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm glad you guys like that. That's great. Nathan says, I would look at butterflies that are slightly out of the money, but you got to be extremely right. Yeah, I wouldn't look at those. I mean, Nathan, you're going to make these guys blow their accounts, man. Don't have them do that. It could work. Could work. Could work. But yeah, for, like, seriously, like, you got to let me know, like, how small the accounts are. Most plays, I mean, cost like, $150, $200, unless you're getting like really cheap options, which if you're getting super cheap options, it's not really worth trading them. Your chances of winning, I've seen barely anyone win on them. I would say, I mean, if your account's only like a few $100, like $500, let's say, or 200 or 300 or something like that. I mean, really, the only good strategy is like day trading options, or like he said, trying some butterflies or something real risky. But it could even be worth it to get some shares of stuff and try it that way. But I don't know. With that, I just can't even recommend trading options on that amount because it's just the cost of the options with like the risk is just the risk profile is not correct. Like if you lose $100, you're losing with a $500 account, you're losing 20% of your account. That's not good. It's not good if you lose 100 to lose 20% of your account. That's just where it's like you're like, oh man, that's a high percentage. Like you don't want to risk almost more than like 2 or 3% of your account per trade. So I'd say start with that. Like getting a good risk profile for the amount of money you trade with is probably going to be the best way to go. Like everyone always says, like, well, what strategies? Like you can't just go find a strategy that's going to work on like an account like that. It's just not going to happen. I hate to say it, but people can try to lie and tell you that it will all day long, and you could get lucky and it might happen, but I'll just let you guys know, like I've been doing this for like 7 or 8 years. Maybe it's even 8 now. I haven't counted in a while, but over this time, I've literally seen thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of small accounts get wrecked on options. It's just, you got to start doing it a little safer. And you can't do it safer unless you're putting more money in, which sucks. Yeah, so like in Xbox's case, if you have some money and then you keep adding in, eventually you'll get your account up. So that's good. I think that's a really good thing people should do. Like you should definitely be doing that. Yeah, it can work those butterflies, Nathan, but I mean, like these guys aren't gonna usually hit that. Like they're new. Like the chances of them hitting one of those correctly is gonna be very unrealistic. But yeah, if you just keep adding in money every month, like here's what I'd recommend. If you have a small account right now, and I'm not kidding you, this is what I would do. I'm serious. This is what I would do right now if I only had like a 200 to 500, even like in $1,000 account. I would start right now. I would find some good growth stocks that you really like, whether it's Palantir or whether it's SoFi or whether it's DraftKings or Zoom or Intel or AMD or Nvidia or some of those stocks. Once you found some you like, I would start to every single paycheck put as much money you could into these stocks for the long term. I would create a diverse portfolio of maybe 10 stocks. Maybe get 2 shares of Palantir per paycheck. That's $20 at $10 a share. Maybe get 2 shares of AMD per paycheck. That'll be $160. Maybe get a few shares of Apple. Like for example, I'm just throwing out hypotheticals there. I would do this until you started to build your account up a little bit more, and then you can start to kind of see these shares go up and up and up. People sleep on the long term in the market. Let's just say that. Everybody wants to make it right away. They sleep on the long term. I think that's how it is. That's awesome. Jai's been putting 20% of his pay into there each week. That's actually really good. That's a higher amount than I see most people do. So that's awesome. That's great. I'm not scared to blow my account. That's funny. Yeah, I know, Nathan, but you know, you're getting these guys to think that they should be doing this, and it's like, you know, like you're gonna get them excited. Like I hate to say that, but like, you know, I don't know what it is, but like if you tell somebody you could make 1,500% on this, they're like, yeah, but you have a 99% chance to lose. It's weird, like, but yeah, like you said, extremely right, Nathan. It's it's how it is. You could even just do like straight up calls and make a lot on them if you get the right, you know, if you get out of the money real far and you just, you know, you could catch the 1,000%ers. Jai says, how can you tell that a stock is a growth stock? So that is a really good question, Jai. Let me look here on a couple stocks and I'll try to show you what I'm talking about. So for the most part, like Apple probably like looks like a growth stock because it's so high recently. The real way to know is to look at market cap. So if we go to finviz.com and we go to Apple, okay? Let's look at their market cap. What the? How much is this? 2.4 trillion, I think that is their market cap, okay? 2.4 trillion. Let's look at something else just to make it. Let's look at like Campbell's Soup, okay? Campbell's Soup, market cap, 14.98 billion, okay? Now let's go look at something like Zoom, for example. Zoom. They're at 698.2 million. They're not even to like a billion yet. You know, not even close. Let's go look at DraftKings. DraftKings is at 8 billion. So they're a little bit higher, but Zoom was way less. Let's see Palantir. Palantir is 22 billion. What's another growth stock? Lucid Motors. They're at 19 billion. But now let's see Tesla, because Tesla's not really a growth stock anymore. You know, they're more established now. 713 billion. So like, you know, like it seems like the growth stocks are around like 50 billion or less. Usually something like that. A lot of the more established stocks like Microsoft, Tesla, Apple, the big boys are at higher market caps. Let's even say like Boeing. You know, 129 billion. Not quite a growth stock, but not like a big boy like Apple, but very respected. You know, been around for a long time. Generally, growth stocks are newer as well. So keep that in mind. Generally, they're like newer companies. So if we go to like Apple and we go to the Max weekly chart, you know, they have movement going back to the early 2000s and stuff. Let's go to Zoom. You know, so Zoom looks like they've only been moving for like, you know, a few years. So that would be a growth stock because it's like a new stock. You know, it's new. Let's see Palantir. See a new stock. DraftKings, newer. What about even AMD? I mean, how long have they been around? Oh, wow, they've been around longer than I thought. But, you know, like they were a growth stock until recently they started kind of becoming not a growth stock. Be a real chip stock. The big boys. Wow, that's awesome, Mike. I'm glad. I hope it's helping some people. Oh, yeah. Poor man covered calls. Yeah, I mean, those are really good too, Purdy. Poor man covered calls. Purdy, when you say poor man covered calls, you just mean like on like really cheap stocks, right? That's what you're talking about? Kind of like SoFi. I would almost say that's one. Yeah, Warren says Nvidia is a great stock. Yeah, like Nvidia. But like I would say I'd recommend you guys seriously. It's you can keep coming back on the stream and you know, I love day trading as much as the next guy. So like what I would say is like you should probably put like 80% of the money you save into longer term stuff and then maybe keep 20% of it on the side to play with, you know? That could be a good way to go. That's kind of what I do. I'll be honest, I am not a big believer in taking huge positions in a lot of these options, especially for like day trades and stuff, you know? If you're day trading in and out real quick, sure, you know, you can take a few grand on a position or 5 grand real quick, maybe quick 100 contracts or something depending on the price, you know, I don't know. But other than that, you know, it's kind of like if you're like swinging them or anything, I wouldn't put too much in them. You know, it's like unless you're getting like leaps. Oh, okay. He says you buy leaps and use the cover call as a collateral. Okay. Okay, that could work. Yeah. Yeah, that could work too. Those are pretty good. That's kind of just like a spread. But yeah, that would be another good way to go. Jai says, would sell a call for May 19th because it's a growth stock. Um, so Jai, you said would sell a call for May 19th because it's a growth stock on Palantir. So Jai, in order to sell the call, you have to at least have 100 shares first, or you have to have level 3 options, which I doubt you have that, given the questions you're asking. Normally, brokers won't even allow you to have level 3, unless you have a lot of money in there or a lot of experience. But so, like, you're saying to do it on Palantir for May 19th. So let's go look at it. May 19th, Palantir. You can't sell the call. Yeah, okay. That makes okay. That makes more sense to me, Purdy, when you call it that. That's funny. I've heard poor man cover call like 150 times, and I always thought that they just meant on cheap stocks. That's funny. But so on Palantir Jai, you'd want to start with selling a put, actually. Sell it to open. So you'd sell it to open. Don't buy it. Make sure you keep thinking that. Cause so firstly you'd start with selling the puts. Like if you really liked Palantir, you could like sell the, let's see, we're at the 10 strike. I mean, you could get kind of risky here. Let's go look at it on like a daily chart real quick. So if you wanted to get a little risky with Palantir, you could probably sell like the, it's a pretty good amount of money. For March 17th, you could sell like the 9 strike or the 10 strike call or the 10 strike puts on Palantir right now. And if you look at the prices of those for March 17th, the 10 strike is like right around $60 and the 9 strike is at like 25. So essentially like what you're going to need to do is you're going to have $1,000 to cover this play because it's at the 10 strike. So you have to have at least $1,000 in this account to do this. So keep that in mind. And you're going to need a little bit more probably too. Probably like 1,200 or something. But what you do is just simply sell that 10 strike put to open. Now this one isn't the best. Your probability of winning on this is only 52% right now. If you go out to the 9 strike, your probability goes up to 72%. So you can kind of, you know, take or give or take a little bit there. You know, you could do the 10 strike and have a 52% chance of winning, or you could do the 9 strike and have a 73% chance of winning. So I'd probably go with the 9 strike. It seems like, you know, you're gonna make like half on the amount, but you're gonna make $30 about, you know, $30. So you'll grow your account by around 30. If you don't, you'll be buying shares of Palantir at 10, which is a pretty good price to average in. Like if Palantir goes down, you could always average in again, another 100 shares, but Nathan asks if that's from trading fraternity. Nah, man, that's been around forever, Nathan. I've been hearing that forever. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys found it from fraternity, though. That guy's huge. That is huge. Yeah, we do, Mike. Yep. We actually, if you buy statistical modeling, which gives you access to everything else, you'll get access to our premium selling plays. You'll get access to the unusual options that come out, and a whole bunch more. Down here, there's unusual options you can look at. There's commands where you can see unusual options, FDA approvals, golden sweeps. These are pretty cool. It's trades over $1 million. So like today, XLK, there was a $1.8 million trade put into that one. Kind of interesting. So you guys can check those stuff like that out too. But yeah, it's all included. Right down here, there's a bunch of channels. You guys need to really make sure you watch the YouTube video once you sign up if you do. That's awesome, Nathan. Yeah, that guy's been around forever. He's been around since like when I first started, man. He's been around that long. He does some day trades and stuff like that. Wow, what a day. What a day, though. Bot says, would you guys be able to put a bot up that sets up alerts for institutional holding changes? We might. Institutional holding. I know that we have that on our dashboard. If you guys are into long-term stuff, check out our dashboard. This is pretty cool. So you can go to the Analyst tab, and it'll give you all the upgrades and downgrades from people on here. And I believe you can go smart money. Here we go. Yeah, you can. Yep. I mean, we could do that. Man, this Tommy Tuberville is really trading in Congress, isn't he? Wow. Yeah, see how it gives you the insider trades? I'm not sure it gives you institutional holding changes. Let's see. No, it does, yeah. Well, I guess not all of them. Yeah, not all of them on the dashboard, but this is pretty cool. For all you long-term guys out there, this is only like 30 bucks a month, I think. Something like that. If you guys want to check it out. It's really cool. You can get all the statements. You can get all the info you want. You can customize all these charts. You could put debt repayment, capital expenditures. So like, let's go look at like Zoom, just for a fun one. You know, I could look at their cash and cash equivalents, and I can have the red thing be debt. I'm trying to find the good debt, though. Total debt. There we go. So the red can be total debt. So look at their cash and cash equivalents compared to their total debt. Now let's go look at a different side. Let's check out DraftKings. Oh, they have a lot more debt than Zoom. Uh-oh. Looks like they're actually going to be going into debt. Actually, shortly. Not good looking for DraftKings, but yeah, I know. It's not the same, but Nathan, what I'll say this is you should PM Mike. Yeah, I don't know, Nathan. You should PM Mike and ask him to add it, you know? You can get like pretty technical with them. Mike's pretty Mike's really smart with that stuff, Nathan. He could definitely do that. He could definitely do that if you reach out and you tell him what you want. It might cost you a little bit. Unless, unless we'll just have it public. He could make you it only for you if you wanted to, but probably. Yeah, that'll be hey, email him. I'm gonna send you the email, okay? There you go. Send it to there, Nathan. Send it to there. There is some institutional stuff though. Like we have the upgrades and the downgrades. It's just not, you know, it's not the actual buys from institutions. I'm not sure you can get that data. I would bet you could though. I would bet. It's probably somewhere, right? Gotta be somewhere. He says he wants it. You want it just for you? If it's just for you, I will say it might cost you a little bit, but if it's for everybody else, then it could be for something else. Yeah, you can, depending what it is, Nathan. Are you talking about for this, like with the institutional stuff, or? Man, we got to find that momentum here today. Let's go to the SM bot. I'm pretty sure, don't we already have some on here for institutions? Insider trading again. Thought maybe there was something. Nope. Usually shows up though, somewhere. Yeah, it could be quite a bit too. Depending on how hard it is to make, man, I don't know what it could cost, but plus if you want it private, it might be extra because it's, then we can't use it for anyone else. It'll be just yours. Let's go see TLT real quick today. Wow, TLT's falling back down. Dang it. Oh, man, double topped. That's not going to be good for the SPY. The SPY's holding up, though. It's doing all right. Doing all right. Still bouncing off that 408 support. I'm, like, waiting for it to fall back down. That's kind of what I'm waiting for. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's fine, then. We would, yeah, that's cool. I thought you meant when you said you wanted it, I thought you meant, like, just for you. It could actually be good, then. Oh. Gotcha, Nathan. Yeah, it could screw it up a little bit. If too many people get in on it. Probably hit some algos with it. Xbox says he really loves using the TradingView service as well as the one on Google Sheets. Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, the TradingView one's pretty good. I love it. Do the confidence level, all that type of stuff, likely labels. Pretty good stuff. We got a lot of stuff out there. Lots of stuff out there. No, Nathan, I mean, hey, if it's yeah, as long as you're cool with us as long as you send something written in an email saying we could do it, it's all good. It could, Nathan, it could. Keep in mind, though, I mean, how many people you think are you going to be using it, If it was free, it's not like, 10,000 people are going to be on that. That'd be cool if it was, but But hey, let me know if you guys have any last minute stocks you want me to cover. Cover some stuff real quick here. Other than that, though, it's been a great morning. You know, Fastly continued up in a big way. Roku's blasting. DraftKings is up a little bit. I'll take it. Some stuff starting to come back up after the initial move down this morning. A&D had a big drop at open. Nvidia ran down to support. Bouncing right off of that. So we'll have to see how today can end up going. I hope we can start to move back up. But this inflation reading today, the PPI data, and then the inflation earlier in the week just kind of made me a little upset. You know, in my opinion, it just wasn't good. It shows that inflation's slowing a little bit, which might have been expected, but still, I don't think it's good. So it is what it is. But hey, I appreciate you guys joining up today. I really do. I hope that this helped. I hope this helped a lot of people. You know, today's stream. I know it. Some people jumped off, and I get it. You know, it's might not be as fun to some people as talking about some of the day trades, but still, it's pretty good. Let me send you a pic. Where? I don't see it. Oh, it's on my message request. I see. Why do you have so many accounts? What is that on, Weeble? Okay. Oh. Oh, I see. So, well, Nathan, one issue with this that I can already tell that's going to be going on is that these institutions are only required to report so often. So we won't really know until those reports become public. But yeah, I could help you. Either way, just talk to Mike about it. I'm sure he can get it. I'll mention it to him, of course, too, but yeah, Mike will try that. Yeah, exactly. I wish we could get it the second it comes out. That'd be good. Come on, Palantir, let's go. All right, guys. Well, hey, I appreciate you guys joining up. I really do. Thank you, Xbox, Keisha, Warren, Nathan, Purdy, Manny, the other Nathan, just in case. Kamau, Jai, thanks for joining up. Really, I hope Jai, and I hope that you learned some stuff today. You know, you can do it. With a very small account like that. It's very tough. But hey, I'm hoping that you can get it done. Just keep putting stuff in, and hopefully, you eventually get up there pretty good. Pretty good, but yeah, let's go, guys. I appreciate you, Manny as well. Warren, if you didn't hear it, Gengar, Christian, let's go. It's awesome. Big day today, guys. A lot of movement. Jamie, Sean, let's go, though. Have a great rest of your day, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. We're getting close to Friday. All day live tomorrow, Manny says. Loved it last week. We might be doing it. We might be doing it. So that would be awesome. Yeah, we might do it all day tomorrow, Manny. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. If it's not all day, I'll at least go for... We'll say this. We'll at least go to like lunchtime or something. I don't think I could go another Friday without my sushi. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'll be getting something for lunch tomorrow, though, I'm sure. But yeah, have a good one, guys. I'll talk to you later, and yeah, let's kill it today. You know, it's been a pretty good day in the market. A lot of turnarounds, lots of stocks coming back up, spies coming back. So you know, getting some bullish activity. Tesla might break out, maybe play it up towards 220 or something. But let's go, guys. Let's have a great end to the week tomorrow. And hey, I hope to see you guys in Discord. Come on, you know, let's go. Let's hype up that Discord. Let's get some good plays going. Let's eye up some plays in there. I'll be talking. So let's go. I'm gonna be posting up some charts. Hopefully, we see you in there, guys. Have a good one.